What's up, CT? I'm here with Kid Cam for episode 102. Cam joined us for RS3 special a couple months back, and now we're finally getting the long-awaited solo interview. Welcome, Cam. How's it going, bro?
Clark, what's poppin', Brody? How you?
Good, man. So to start off, I want to dive into the stuff before the music. So have you always lived in New London?
My whole life. My whole life.
What's your childhood like growing up in New London?
Shit, I mean, trenches. Like, New London. Shit that you see now, like, we ain't have shit back then. Like, I don't know, just outside every day.
Yeah.
Acting up, doing dumb shit.
Of course, yeah.
Know how that go.
Yeah, bro. But it seems like you had a good role model helping you along the way because you talk a lot about your mother. So can you talk about how she's played a big part in your life?
My mom, she a OG. She a hustler. Like, my mom a real nigga. Like, definition of a gangster. Started from scratch, take care of the family. Shit like that. Same shit I'm trying to do. What happened?
You got any siblings or is it just you?
Yeah, I got a little sister.
Oh, dope, bro. So you're the only man in the house.
I was until moms got married. You know how that go.
Yeah, of course. Word, bro. Well, that's dope. It's you know, having little siblings, it's really cool because you can be their guiding light because you've already been through this shit. So you can just be like, yo, you don't have to do that. Just walk this way.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's dope, bro.
For sure.
So, all right, now that we talked about the early stuff, first started making music in high school. What was the catalyst of it all?
What you mean, like?
What started it? Who inspired you to really
Shit, I mean,
get on a track?
What inspired me?
Yep.
I always knew how to like rap, like freestyle, like put shit together, make it sound nice.
Yep.
My niggas like, let's get in the studio, let's do it for real, write it, let's write a song. Ever since that, we had a little booth on 170 when we first started it, and then after that, we just took it serious.
Word. So yeah, let's dive into like the origin of OSO. So what it means, who are the members, and all that.
Shit, I mean, 170, that's where we from. Like, that's where we grew up, 17 Ocean Ave. Feel me? Like, feel me? My niggas, my members, like, the niggas you see in my videos, my everyday niggas, like, Kurt, Spaz, Trigger Tate, Hove, Mikey B, everybody you see me with in the videos. Feel me? If they ain't gang, they're not in my videos.
I love that. And I did notice that as I was watching it, and obviously I kind of know a couple of who are in the video personally, but I was still like, even if I didn't know anybody and I was just checking in, I was like, oh, his crew is with him. And like you see familiar faces in different videos. And I think that is really important, especially for someone like you.
Yeah, facts. I stay with my day one niggas always.
So you and Trigger Tate, you guys have been releasing music for so long. You've been releasing consistently and very good content. So what was the first collab song you guys did together?
Me and Trig?
Yep.
We did some shit. We made Rush Hour.
Word.
That's our first song and video together.
And talk about that day recording the video.
Nah, I'm lying.
There's
I'm lying. We had shit. Yeah, we had some shit called 170 Flow, but that was just SoundCloud shit. Like, the first real song like that we took serious. The music video was Rush Hour.
Word. So yeah, let's dive into that. What was the music video like? What who actually directed it?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, we just shot that shit in the hood. We had my cousin, Nay, feel me, he had kidney failure, so like he had a big ass cookout and shit every year. And then one year we just shot a video, feel me? And we shouted him out on the song too. So like we just shot that video at his cookout. That shit was lit.
That's dope, bro.
Taylor Boozer shot that video, T Booze.
Fire. I love that.
Yeah, fact.
All right, bet. So talk about that first time you heard yourself on the radio, because that is probably a huge milestone, bro.
I mean, the first time I heard myself on the radio wasn't the first time I was on the radio. Cause
Interesting.
like somebody told me they heard Rush Hour
Yep.
on the radio. And then I ain't hear that shit. And then one day I was just in the song. I was in the car with Trig driving down Shaw Street. I remember this day. That shit just came on the radio. I started going crazy.
Oh, I can.
Niggas had to pull over. Word to me.
That's great, bro.
That's a dope feeling. No cap.
And that was all the way back. At least the Facebook post you posted was back in late December of 2017. Now it's early January of 2021, and a lot has happened, bro. A lot. So before we get into what's happening,
I was just going on 18.
Okay, word. Yeah. So how old are you right now?
22.
Word. Okay, bet. So let's see. OSO shit. That was your first solo video. Did that come out in 2018, right?
2018, 2019, 2018.
So how did you get in contact with SB?
With SB?
Yep.
I mean, I went to school at SB.
Oh, word.
Yeah, SB from London. Like, that's my boy. Like, I ain't, feel me, like, in school, I ain't never noticed. Like, I barely even, like, spoke to him in school and shit. But, like, he popped out when they doing videos. I seen his work. Booked him.
That's great. And I see your chemistry has just literally grown more and more after every video you guys do.
Facts, for sure.
That's dope, bro. What about?
But I ain't worked with SB in a minute though. I ain't shot no video with him in a little bit. I've been shooting with my boy Time Flop.
Yeah, bro. He's nice.
Nah, yeah.
Like his editing is very smooth.
Yeah, OG with this shit. Yeah, facts.
That's dope, bro. All right, so I want to talk about now you got Ramp and Keeks managing you. How did they get involved with your music?
Ramp. Right, so Ramp and like Craigie, they from like the same hood I'm from, like from Laurel Drive. Like when I was a little nigga in Laurel, I would see them like outside, like feel me, like going to school, high school and shit. I was a little nigga, and I always listen to Craigie music. Then I started making music. Feel me? I always sent my shit to Ramp. Always sent my shit to Ramp. And Keeks, I always knew Keeks. Feel me? I always knew Keeks from back in the day since a little boy. One day, for me, I linked up with Keeks and then we just clicked. That's my manager now. Feel me? Those my niggas for real, for life.
That's great. And having people that are basically mentors is just so imperative in this game right now because so many people are walking around with no one to tell them, hey, you should do this, you should not do this, like you should release
facts, especially when the love is genuine. Like
yes, yup. And you know that you can rely on them because they care about you.
That's a fact.
I love
Shout out Ramp and Keeks, rich season shit.
Seriously, bro. Okay, bet. Now let's get into the actual project. You dropped the Onset Deluxe and on it was released on November 26th in 2020. So what I wanted to ask, the first question for this was, what was different about the recording process for the project compared to previous singles? If there was a difference.
The project was like a little process. Like I made sure everything was like how I wanted it to be. So like my fans could enjoy that shit. I took my time on that project.
How long did you take?
And like, how long did it take me? I mean, I had a couple songs for a little minute that I threw on there.
Yep.
But it ain't took me that long.
Word. So what's your process of writing?
I mean, shit I'm doing right now, I smoke a blunt, sip a little something.
Yeah.
Throw on some headphones, play a beat. If I feel that shit, I'm gonna go in.
I love that. Because it's just straight raw. And I think that, like, what I want to say is that probably my favorite part of your music is your vocal delivery. And I think the fact that you going in and if you're feeling it, vibing to it, just go in and do it. it really expresses that delivery a little bit more than if somebody had something just like on their phone and they're like rapping to it. Like you can feel it when you say shit in your songs.
That's a fact.
Like seriously.
That's a fact. That's another thing I worked on that project heavy too, my delivery, how I come off.
And it showed, bro. Like, you know, something that I want to say is that that is literally everybody who sends me music, I tell them if their most defining thing that I first hear is the person's delivery. And that will put you in the quote unquote local category or, oh shit, this guy might blow. And I'll tell you, bro, I would not put you in that other category because your
I
voice,
appreciate that, bro.
of course, bro, you have this it's just serious. Like you can feel that. And bro, I love it.
Facts. Appreciate that shit.
Of course, man. All right. So this is a question that is very interesting to hear the answer every time. What did you want the audience to walk away with after listening to the project?
The Onset Deluxe, like, I want them to get like, this little nigga that ass serious. Like, he talking his shit and he not capping. He for real. Like that project, that was just like letting them know that's the beginning. That's why I named it Onset. I mean, just the beginning.
Really is, man. Dope. Okay, so sequencing. This is something that I love. It's probably my favorite part of projects, just seeing what song fits where and why it fits in that place. And one project that I really, really loved because of its sequencing was RS3. And so with Ramp being a part of this, I know he probably played a little part, but what made you decide to place each song where it is in the track list?
I mean, I feel like that whole shit just flows. Like from the first track to the last track, every single track flows.
Mm-hmm.
It's just switching up the moods, honestly. Like different type of music. Like I started off, I think present day first, right?
Let me look. It goes
Yeah.
from I think present day, and then it goes into hide and seek.
For me, at present day, like present day, I was talking my pain shit. Feel me, like talking my pain and also keeping that shit hood, like hide and seek. That shit straight hood shit. Feel me, like switch up the feeling on them.
With the real hard 808s, like a real big, like I feel like there was it a sample in present day, and that was like almost remind me of like a G Herbo style beat compared to the hide and seek is a smack you in the face with the beat type beat.
Exactly, you feel me?
Word.
You feel me? You catch my drift.
Of course, man. All right. So we talked about the first two. So OVO is featuring Fat Wavy. How did you guys link?
My brother Quado. That's my brother Quado's man's. Like that's his man's. He from New York. He from the towns. So like I ain't never know him until my boy Quado introduced me. Feel me? That's one of the homies.
Oh.
Shout out Fat Wavy. We went crazy on that too, you heard? That's my boy though, you heard? I fuck with Fat Wavy.
Bro,
he got some heat too.
I think it's either OVO or I think it was OVO that I like the hook the best on it. Shoot.
Nah, I don't even think there's no hook on it, no cap, bro.
It's not OVO. Was it no? I was listening to it literally right before. I'm gonna have to re-listen and then at the end and tell you which one because that's gonna drive me crazy if I don't. But that's dope.
Could have been no trial.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Word. All right. So back up to OVO. We're gonna move down to Kickback. So this has a similar piano to OVO, I thought, but the song is a great example of how effortless you can flow on a track. So how did that come to fruition?
Kickback?
Yep.
All right, so like Kickback, I made Kickback because like I stopped, like I haven't made, there was a time I ain't made a track in like, it was like 2 months. And you feel me, like Kickback was like, Kickback, here I'm gonna start again, like you feel me, like here I go, like I took me a break, but I'm back on my shit, you feel me?
Mm-hmm. You went
That's
on
how
a hiatus. Now it's like almost like a new beginning.
you feel me? Just came out crazy, new for everything.
Love that. Word. Okay, and then you go into what I it's my top two favorite. I will say OSO Richin, and that is with Trigger Tate, Dappa V, and Sosa Debility. And Shot by SB, that was what in February 2020, right?
Yeah.
Word, bro. So what I want to say, I had some key takeaways. All four of your flows, ridiculous. The chemistry is clearly there. And the thing that stuck out the most was the transitions between verses and was it Trigger Tate he had the hook, right? So the transition from his like hook or bridge or whatever into you, and
Yeah,
then
it was just verses.
bro, it was
Yeah,
just
facts. It was just verses.
so. How did that come to fruition? Were you like when you got in the stew? Were you guys rewriting verses, or were you just going in?
Nah, like I'm not gonna lie, that's Trigger Tate's song. Like that's his shit right there. Like that. He came up with that. That's he found that beat, all that shit. Feel me? So
I
like
think it was on his YouTube.
yeah, so like I heard him. We was in the basement at the 8 smoking. I heard him in headphones playing that beat. You feel me? And he
Yep.
right into it. I thought it was a song. Or I mean, he right into it. So like I'm like, let me hop on that shit. Like that shit hard. Let me hop on that shit. So for me, he played that shit for me.
Yeah.
I started writing to that shit. Here come that. Oh, that shit fire. Let me feel me. So for me, it was just us three. We wrote our verses. Then we went to the stew. Sauce, feel me, free Sosa. We was in the stew. Sauce like, oh, that shit hard. I'm on that shit. Sauce ain't even write nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just made that shit in the stew.
So
The next day we shot the video.
see the energy and the vibe was still there. That's what's beautiful, and you could tell that.
Nah, fast, cause like we heard that shit. We was listening to that shit after it was done. Niggas like, nah, we gotta shoot this video tomorrow.
And
that shit going
you
crazy.
got one when you're telling yourself you got to do that. And like you said, intro, it's like it's a viral beat. Like as soon as you hear the first second of it, like, it turns your head.
Duh, that shit crazy.
Yup.
Yeah, facts.
Like OD crazy, bro. Dope. All right. And then you got
that beat different. I'm not gonna lie, that's fine. We spaz on that.
Bro, yeah, facts.
You said what?
So the next one was Pain, and that was you shot that with Pelavision, right?
Yeah.
Oh. So what I wanted to talk about the inspiration of the story in the music video. Because you had to like skip, but you basically were doing like a little acting thing on top of you just rapping into other shots.
Facts, yeah.
So was
that
it
shit.
vision, or was it Pelavision's vision?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. That was my vision. Like I had that video planned out in my head for a minute. I ain't gonna lie. It was just who I wanted to shoot it. Who I wanted to shoot the video with. Yeah. And that was Pel's first video.
Did that?
Fire. Yeah, that's his first music video.
Bro, that's great.
That shit heat.
And that was released through Ridge Season, right?
Yeah, facts.
Word. See, I just love the movements that you guys got going down there, bro. I keep telling people that New London is literally the perfect example of a brewing culture that is already dope, already itself, and as soon as the magnifying glass gets on you guys, it's over.
Yeah, it's lit. It's lit.
All right. So we're gonna go down to the last three. First of the three, we got No Trial.
No Trial. That's my shit. No cap. That's my shit.
And how did this come to fruition?
No Trial. I mean, that was different for me. That's real different for me. Keeks sent me that beat.
Yeah.
I forget the producer's name. Fuck. It's on the tip of my tongue. Fucking Keeks sent me that beat. It was a West Coast beat. And like, you gotta do this shit. This shit going on the EP. This shit going on a project. I listened to it. I'm like, fuck it. Let's do it. Heard that shit. Or to me, that shit. I fuck with that shit because that's a different type of beat. That's a different flow. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That shit
But
heat.
I think it's different, but then it ties all back in the end with the sequencing of the project.
Yeah, facts for sure.
It like gives you a perfect transition in between Pain and Child's Play. It wouldn't have. I feel like the fact that you have no trial there, it makes it so more fluid going into the next song compared to Pain going straight into Child's Play.
Facts for sure.
And it looks like, so I think it was Child's Play that I was talking about before because I got it liked here on Spotify. So that song, bro, that shit fire. So how did this one come to fruition?
I mean, Child's Play, that was just, I just found that beat randomly just on my dollar. Found that shit. I said, this shit, for me, just wrote some shit to that. Got high, sipped a little some regular shit. Went crazy on that shit. Feel me? I had to save that shit. I ain't gonna lie, I was ready to drop that shit just as a single, like just get it out there. Keith's like, nah, you gotta say this shit for the project. Like this shit heat. I'm just thinking like, yeah, this shit this going on a project.
And that's such a big point that you just brought up. A lot of artists will want to, you write something, you record something, and at the moment you're like, I want this.
I gotta get it out. Right now. Yeah, facts.
You realize that if you sleep on it, you'll be like, all right, it makes sense that we should wait on it. But like that initial feeling, you're like, nah, fuck it, let's get it out there.
Yeah, nah, definitely. Okay.
Seriously, man. All right. And then what I will say is my favorite, personal favorite, Pack 'em Up. And this was shot by King Time, released in July, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that video was one of the cleanest videos that I've seen. Just down the line of all the videos that I've been like researching over the past couple of days, I was like, okay, this one stands out.
That shit heat.
And you just see everybody a part of the crew. Kirko's in there, right? You got Tate in there. It's just, like I said, you start seeing familiar faces in your videos and you're like, wait a minute, I saw him in the last one. And it's like, cool. It really shows you like, okay, this is the crew. This is like, these are the characters of the movie.
In fact, associate facts.
Seriously, man. So why did you decide to have that as the outro to close it out?
I mean, like, Pack 'em Up. I was in my fucking bag. Like I heard that beat. Or to me, I was like, nah, this the one. Like, I'm about to talk crazy. I'm about to get spicy. Like, I'm about to talk my shit. And then record that shit. That's another track I was thirsty to get out.
Yeah.
That's why I shot that vid to that so quick. But like, the reason why I put that shit at the end, cause like, pack 'em up. Like, feel me? It's time to pack it up. That's the end. Feel me?
It's the end of the onset, and now you're getting into the next chapter of It Camp.
Yeah, facts.
Word.
Yeah.
Let's actually dive into this next chapter. So, what do you got coming up next?
I ain't gonna lie. Right now, I got a couple videos being worked on, recording some shit. I'm working on another project. I ain't gonna lie. Then I'm trying to get a single out ASAP. See what I want to throw out. Feel me? And then regular shit. Trying to switch it up a little bit. The next project gonna be way hotter than the last one for sure.
I'd love to hear that, bro. And one thing that I realize is that you really are putting on for your young one. So Spaz, he's something that I want to point out. I went on Spotify and I didn't even realize it. Literally after he dropped his project, I went to, let's see, where is it? Made for You. And then I had where is it? On repeat. And at the time, his song Don't Cut Me Off was literally above every other like major label artist that I was listening to. I was like, I didn't even realize how much I was bumping his shit. But bro, I see talent there, and I thought it was so dope to just see you on the project and just a familiar face to me to then be like, okay, it's dope. I can dive into Spaz's music. So talk about watching him grow.
Spaz, I mean, I fuck with Spaz. Spaz, he a young nigga, so like the way he started, he did it good, and like the way he going, it's looking good for that boy. He got some heat too, and we got some heat in the cut too. That S to the O shit that's on that project.
Yeah.
We about filming. We got some shit coming from that.
Oh, that's
about to go crazy.
yeah, and this kind of is probably the perfect time for me to ask the question, because piggybacking off what we were just talking about. So imagine you were an aspiring artist starting today, and let's pretend that there's no pandemic going on. What would you do differently than when you started back in the day?
Network.
And why?
Network. I mean, network get you known more, build quicker. Feel me? Get your shit out there more. Definitely networking.
And do you feel like you didn't do enough early on, or are you making?
Nah, definitely not. I mean, it could have always been better. Could always do better than what you did.
Very, very true.
But I just feel like if somebody was starting today, you should network.
I love that. Yeah, I know that. It's probably the best.
Save your money. Save your fucking money.
Seriously, man. Not a lot of people are, and you got to think that, you know, what I try to tell people is that other creatives are artists too. So like when a videographer tells you like, you know, it's however much money for the video, it's like, yo, if you were like, it's so and so for a feature, you know, you would hope that they would take you serious enough to give you the whole. So it's like, you want to make sure you have the budget so then you can give the people the chicken when you need to.
For sure. It's a fact.
Yeah, bro. All right, so if you could collab with any artist and producer on one song, dead or alive, who would they be and why? So it's you and one other feature on a specific producer's beat.
It'll be me. It'll be me. Hold on. It'll be me. It'll be me, Future, on Murder Beat.
Word, and why? That's a dope combination.
Shit, we'll go crazy. Just the dog. What? We have to go crazy just off me, him, and Murder Beats. What?
Bro,
Murder Beats. That's one of the best producers. I fuck with his beats. I ain't gonna lie. That's how I fuck with him heavy.
OD. You know, was it 2018 or 19 that he was really like in every single hit, but he, bro, like
18. 18, 19.
Yeah, bro, I love Murder Beats. Like compared to some of the other big name producers, he's always, like I said, turned my head every time I hear a song that's produced by him. So I think that a great combination, and like a Future hook going straight into Cam verse, bro. I could imagine how fucking dope that would be.
Gangster.
Hell yeah, bro. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the 30-second question. If you had the world's attention for 30 seconds, what would you say and why?
If I had the world for 30 seconds, what would I say? Shit, I'll tell them, tune into my shit, go listen to my project. Fuck you talking about, follow me, all that shit. That's networking right there. You got the world's attention for 30 seconds. I network.
There you go. Exactly. Yeah. Literally, that's the best way to network, is literally tell everybody, because everybody in this scenario would be listening.
Facts.
All right, bet. So now that we're in a new year, what is your mindset going into 2021? Or now we're in 2021, so now that it is.
Shit. Keep making music. Run up this bag. Shit. Gotta get to it, you know. Trying to blow up. Trying to get rich.
Yup. Of course.
Sure.
All right. So where do you see yourself in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years down the line? And we'll start out with one.
Shit, 1 year from now, I see myself rich. Just starting to blow up. 5 years, I see myself on tour with the gang. Rich, yeah.
Yeah.
10 years. 10 years. See myself. Got my own label. With my own label, my own artist.
See, that's important. Bringing it full circle all the way back. Being the Ramper Keeks to a younger artist.
Mm-hmm.
Love that, man. All right, bro. Well, do you got any more shout outs before we end today's interview? Floor is yours.
Shit, shout out the gang. Shout out 7-0. Rich season shit. Shout out Clark for having me. CT Breakthrough. Feel me? Go tune into my project Onset on all platforms. Follow my Instagram at KidCam170. 170 shit, gang shit, you heard? Good looks for having me too, bro, you heard?
Bro, it's my pleasure. I'm glad we finally got this in. I appreciate you for finally coming on. Bro, episode 102 is now in the books. I appreciate you.